Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Amazing Arman Mishra. So today I logged on to my LiChess. I actually signed up. This is my first account on LiChess.org, and yesterday only I made an account, and today I played mini games of Bullet. Also I played, first time I played Bullet, not first time, the fourth or fifth time I played my Bullet. In the previous video I showed you the Bullet 2 games that I have played, and 2 I lost on chess.com, but on LiChess I won it because here it was having an increment, 2 minutes plus 1 second increment. That's why I win. I won, and I was having some much time also to think, because the opponent's time gone out and I won because of that. So let me show you how I played. So I was white and he was black. Zeratul was black and I was white. So let's see how I played. First I played knight to f3 because I started the retire opening, and then he played e6. Then I played e4. I was thinking that I can take the center, and then he attacked my pawn because it was well defended. This pawn was well defended. If I take this, it can be taken by two ways. So I didn't give him a little protection. I just pushed the pawn and he took the pawn, by which he was attacking my knight. So I kept my knight on e5. I was thinking the bishop can come here, give a check, and he can be like it can be like defended by this pawn in here. Then I will take this, then he can take this pawn by here. I can then check, and then I can win the rook. Then he played the f6, and usually I played my pawn to c3 because I was thinking to put my queen also in here and then give a check. And then he played the pawn to c5. Now I gave him a check because now his pawn can't defend it. Then he put the bishop to d7. I took it by the knight, and then he took it by again by the knight. Then I pinned his queen by pinning the knight. Then he played a6 pawn so that he can attack my bishop. But I took the bishop. But I took the another knight that was guarding the king, black king, and then I cut. And then I attacked his king. Now it was the only way that he has to take by the queen, because if he will take by the king, black king, if he will take by the king, he will lose his castling rights. So he took it by the queen, and then I played knight to d2. Then he took the pawn cx d4. I took the knight, and then he again took. He was now 2 points up. Then now he was 1 point up because I took his one more pawn, and he played bishop to g7. I took this because I was thinking so that we can trade a queen successfully, and this one I pre-moved because I knew, because he will play and he will trade. Then he did castle, and I put the rook in on d1 so that if I can activate the rook by pushing this pawn in here, and then if he will take, then I can take it and activate my rook. But he attacked my pawn here by it was having the protection of my rook, but I was thinking I should give one more protection by coming the knight here. And yeah, so he played the pawn here, and he gave me a chance for giving me a double for giving this pawn a double protection. Then he protected this one also, because he was thinking that if I will play my pawn here, and then he will take, and then he can attack my knight, or he can pin also. So I played the rook to f1. I don't know why I cut. I played this because I can protect this pawn also well. Then he attacked my pawn. Now he is having two attackers, actually three attackers, and I'm only having two defenders. So I push the pawn so that it can't be like the bishop can't take the pawn, and now only he's having one attack. Then he pushed the pawn. He was hoping that he will attack my knight, but I pushed his pawn. Now I was thinking that he can do n%, but yeah, he didn't did. Now he can't do n%, and he played rook to d7. He was thinking to bring the rook, like he was thinking to bring the rook and do a double battery. Then I attacked this pawn, but he took my one pawn that was hanging alone here. And then I took his pawn that was on f5. Then he made a battery, as I told you. Then I pushed the pawn because now it was having two protectors, and but now he was having three attackers on it. Then I thought, now I have to push the king and then make a double battery. But as soon as that it happened, he took my pawn by the bishop, and then I retreated, because if I will not retreat, he can push the like bishop. He can move the bishop and he can attack on my rook. So yeah, and he did it before he played. And then I traded the rooks. Before that he will trade, I traded the rooks by d7. Then he took, and this one I did a pre-move, because I knew, because he will trade, so I will take his pawn. And then he attacked he didn't also attacked me, but he pinned me by the knight. And then I removed the pin but I am also protecting the knight now, because I have removed the pin also. Now he played f5 so that he can attack my pawn, my knight more, because they are having two attackers, I am only having two defenders. So I directly gave him a check, and then he escaped by f7. I took the free pawn, and then he got out of time because of some pressure on his, and yeah, and he just lost against me. Black timeout, white is victorious. So thank you.